Hello students, in our last class we were discussing a biographical sketch of Abraham Lincoln which is titled as The Friend of the Slaves, and it is written by a well-known American writer called Dorothy E. So in our last class we see his struggle as a child, that in his early life as a child he has struggled a lot in his life. He lost his mother and when he was 9 years old, and his father married to a widow who was already having 3 children, and he also sacrificed his education. He didn't go to school just to help his family, and but he was very interested in studies, and that's why he used to read each and every book which he can possibly get from other people's, and he also tried to study law by himself by borrowing books from a lawyer whom he knew very well. And after that we can see when he was appointed as a postmaster, at that time he already starts to study law. So this was a small introduction which we have studied in or discussed in our last class, and in last class we also come to know that when he was 25 years old, he was nominated as Illinois legislature, and he got married at the age of 28, we can say, when he became a complete lawyer. But in today's class what we are going to see? We are going to see his struggle in his political career throughout his life. Throughout his life, Abraham Lincoln have struggled a lot from his childhood days till his end of life. He have struggled a lot. His life is full of struggle, and in today's class we are going to see how he have struggled in politics. So his struggle in politics, we can say. So we already come to know that he became a member of Illinois legislature when he was 25 years old, and after that when he married in the year 1842, after the 4 years of his marriage he was elected as a representative in Congress. Okay, so but there is a thing which I want to mention here, and that is Lincoln voted for anti-slavery party. Actually he voted for anti-slavery party because from his childhood itself he was very clear that he wanted to kick off slavery from society, and that's why when he got an opportunity to prove that he had not just only murmuring some words but he really wanted to work against slavery, he voted for anti-slavery party and opposes the extension of slavery to those areas where yet it is not introduced. And he also introduced a bill in Union, and the bill was anti-abolition of slavery. He introduced a bill for abolition of slavery, but the thing is that this bill was rejected, and when he was not re-nominated for the next term, he just went to his native place called Springfield, and there he starts to practice law. So after that I would like to mention here that there were two parties called Democrats and Republicans. Democrats and Republic. They were also known as Northerners and Southerners. Okay, so Abraham Lincoln was with Republican Party, which works against slavery. So Republican Party works for anti-slavery or the abolition of slavery, and this was actually some years went by the opposition that had been growing for nearly 40 years. northern and the southern states. So Democrats are northern and Republicans are southern. Okay. So sorry, these are southern and these are northern. Okay, so Democrats were actually southerners and Republicans were northerners, and there was a partition. There was actually a, we can say, opposition between these two parties. These two parties were opposed to each other, and this opposition was growing nearly for the 40 years, and the Union of America becomes stronger. When after 40 years we can see the Union becomes stronger. The subject of dispute were many. Actually, they were having dispute. There was opposition because of so many reasons, but the main reason is, or the main cause is, slavery. Here, Republican Party was working against slavery. They wanted to abolish slavery, but Democrats, they were supporting slavery. They don't want to end slavery, and there was a reason behind it. The reason is that basically the southern states are basically depends on agriculture. Agriculture was their main occupation, and mostly they grow cotton and sugarcane. Cotton and sugarcane, and just for agriculture to grow the crops, they need a large labor force, and that's why it was very easy for them to get the labor force through slavery. Through slavery, they can get as many as laborers they want at a cheap price, we can say. So that's why they were supporting agriculture, but they were supporting slavery, but Republican Party was against slavery. Okay, so this was the thing. Slavery was the chief cause, and there was a right for states in union, and that right was that they can separate from union. If a state wants to separate from union, they can be separated. In 1858, Lincoln was nominated for the United States Senate. So each and every state used to send 2 senators from their own state. Okay, and Abraham Lincoln was nominated as senator in the year 1858. In opposition to Stephen A. Douglas, but he was defeated and get disappointed. He was nominated. Lincoln was nominated as senator against Douglas, but Lincoln got defeated by Douglas, and he became very sad, we can say. He became disappointed, and he gave when a person was interviewing him, he says that how he felt after getting defeated by Douglas. The actual words of Lincoln is, he felt like the boy who stubbed his toe. It hurt too bad to laugh, and he was too big to cry. So he says that he just expressed his disappointment by saying that right now he is feeling like a child who cries after getting his toe stubbed, but he cannot cry because he is too big and it is too hard to laugh. So these were the words through which he expresses his disappointment, and after this debate it became very popular. In May 1860, the Republican National Convention met in Chicago and nominated Abraham Lincoln as the candidate for presidency. So in the year 1860, Abraham Lincoln was actually nominated for the candidature of presidency by Republican Party. Republican Party in the year 1960 nominated him for the candidature of presidency, and at the same time during the the Southerners, what they did, they just had made attacks on Lincoln in newspaper. They called him a third-rate country lawyer, maker of clumsy jokes, and they say that he was not a gentleman. So, with such words, they attacked on Abraham Lincoln, but he took it in a very positive manner. And here, Douglas, actually, both of them, Lincoln and Douglas, were in opposite to each other, and Douglas supports slavery. Douglas supports slavery, and Lincoln wanted that slavery should not be supported as well as it should not be taken into those free territories. He says that where slavery already existed, it should be protected. So Lincoln says that wherever slavery is in practice, that should be protected. That must not be abolished. Right? When he was in election, he says it must be protected, but it should not be taken into free territory, and it should not be taken into those free territories where it is not introduced. Abraham Lincoln was chosen as President of the United States in this election. He was elected as the President of United States for the year, a tenure of 1861 to 1865. So he was nominated as President. Okay. That the Southern state broke forth during the election campaign, their leaders had threatened that they would secede meant to split from the Union. What they does, the Northern Democrats, they threatened the Union that if Lincoln will be elected as president, they will split from Union. And after the victory of Lincoln, when he became president, they also split from Union and found their own party in the same year, 1861. They formed their own party, the Northern, under the leadership of Jefferson. Davis, they formed their own party and named the party as Confederate States of America. Confederate States of America. So, in between election itself, Democrats, the Southerners, the party of Douglas, who was a candidate against Lincoln, they threatened Union that if Lincoln will be elected as a president in this election, they will split from Union, and after the victory of Lincoln, they get split from Union in the year 1861 when Lincoln became president, and in the same year they formed their own party called Confederate States of America under the leadership or under the presidency of Jefferson Davis. Okay, so these are the points which we are about to discuss in this class. Thank you.